So we have a huge range of customers and we try and grow a broad range of species to cater for all their needs. There's over 800 species of eucalyptus, and at this year's Malvern Flower Show we were planning on exhibiting our collection of dwarf eucalyptus trees. I'm CEO of Grafton Nursery, home of Hardy Eucalyptus. Now, my background is in horticultural research and I've been growing eucalyptus trees for over 10 years. So we grow over 70 different varieties and species of eucalyptus, and we have the sole propagation rights for 2 of those species. There's over 800 species of eucalyptus and there's new ones with every passing year. So our first ever garden show was the 2012 Malvern Spring Festival, and we were absolutely stunned. We won a silver gilt and we got a trophy as well. So at this year's Malvern Spring Festival we were going to exhibit our dwarf collection of eucalyptus species. Last year we went to Chelsea and we got a gold medal, and the stand that we were going to take to Malvern this year was going to be along the same theme. We based that on the story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, but we gave it a down under twist because we didn't want to take it too seriously. So this year at Malvern we were going to feature Eucalyptus nymphophila as Snow White because she's got a beautiful smooth white bark. And the Evil Queen was going to be played by Eucalyptus gunnii. The Eucalyptus gunnii has those cute little round blue leaves. It lures people in. They think they're buying this little fluffy blue bush, and ultimately grows into a tree that's way too big for their back garden. So then we've got the Seven Dwarfs. We actually grow more than 7 dwarf species and varieties, but it sounds more poetic to stick to the story. And they all grow to around about 5 to 7 metres. Some of them might creep up to 10 metres, but they can all be kept under control with a little bit of pruning once or twice a year. And they're all hardy for growing in the UK climate. It's too windy outside, so we're going to look at some baby ones in here. So our first dwarf is Eucalyptus azura. Cute round blue juvenile leaves, a lovely shape and really nice compact bushy habit. And we sell a lot of these as screening trees for the smaller garden because it's so well behaved. And the next one we have is the wonderful baby blue, really bushy habit, slightly architectural, has a mind of its own, but loved by florists. Beautiful grown as a lollipop standard, really fragrant foliage. Dwarf number 3 is Gregsoniana. All the new growth is red, very different foliage, flowers in May, size of golf balls, the clusters, absolutely loved by the bees, great for free draining soil. Dwarf number 4 is one of my absolute favourites, Eucalyptus caibinensis. Neat shape. We keep ours about 3 metres tall in a hedge, and it flowers over winter with masses of flower clusters, loved by the bees. Does well in our soggy wet clay soil. And here we have Eucalyptus neglecta. This is fabulous. It's a fast growing dwarf eucalyptus. Gets to around about 7 metres, and we keep ours next to a clump of birch trees outside our kitchen window. Prunes very well. New growth, always this wonderful vibrant violet purple colour. Then we have dwarf number 6, Eucalyptus nymphophila Mount Bogong. Wonderful white camouflage type bark in the winter, beautiful new red growth in the spring, very, very hardy, does need that free draining soil. So last but not least, we have dwarf number 7, Eucalyptus silverana. She's new for 2020 First time we've had this for sale. A little bit bigger than Azura, but again, really bushy growth, beautiful silvery foliage, tinged with that hint of rose pink. Bound to be a winner. There are many other dwarf species that we could have included in our little roundup, but this one is a particularly lovely one called Eucalyptus murray, with feathery foliage, red new shoots and bronze tints. And then I'd like to introduce you to the wacky foliage of Eucalyptus perenniana. This can be grown to a full-size tree, about 7 to 10 metres, but it's actually best kept as a pruned shrub, so you retain this juvenile disc-like leaf. You can of course let it grow into an adult specimen, but then you will lose the round foliage and it will become elongated. So there's even this fun one, Eucalyptus vernicosa. Looks more like a hebe or a box plant, and we think is possibly one of the smallest eucalyptus in the world. There are 19 dwarf eucalyptus species on our website if you want to take a look, and we've got them all pre-selected for you. Just go to our website and go to the smaller eucalyptus page.